And that was a video. Good lord. Problem is, I have no idea what I'm going to talk about for the rest of this thing. Like, what? I mean, like, literally, I pulled up, like, freaking Discord, and I made sure that I had my thing on the other monitor, so it was all good and squared away. So let me put OBS into full view. Should also probably make sure that Audacity is still running. Okay, good. Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. Does the effect only work if it's not a magic attack? Probably. I don't know. Okay, well, let's look at the Create Aeronautics. You know, also, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but, like, there was somebody in another Discord, another related dude, the Robo-Assassin just killed me, and he's also already coming back for more. Dude, I am, oh man. There's got to be some regulation. There has to be some regulation for that. But anyways, there was somebody who was like, who went into another related Create add-on Discord, and was like, dude, like, at least, you know, you're having updates, unlike the Create Aeronautics guys. And I'm like, you know, I don't. Well, for one thing, as somebody who's coming into this, like, okay, maybe they don't, like, properly give, you know, updates, but they talk. Like, I am staring at, you know, I am looking at developers talking in you know, several channels, you know, daily. And I am learning things about the mod that, you know, I otherwise wouldn't. But sure, they don't have showcases, but also, like, okay, if there was, like, an open development game thing, crowdfunded game like Star Citizen, if Star Citizen was not, you know, open and telling people about, you know, what they're doing with their money, you know, that would be that would be more of a much more understandable problem. You know, I mean, there's a lot of companies that, you know, take, you know, get money, and then, you know, people don't actually know where that money's necessarily going, in all fairness. But, you know, I could understand from, you know, like, a crowdfunded project like that, if, you know, you were like, where's the updates? This is annoying. This is terrible. You know, they're just a scam or whatever. I don't think that just a scam was ever brought up, but, you know, it's just like, okay, I can understand that. But a mod team that's making that, you know, maybe they're taking donations, and I think they are taking donations. But, like, a mod team that's doing this, you know, just off of donations and an interest in making the mod, I'm not going to complain about them, you know, not showing updates. I mean, like, even if you were, like, an open source, you know, paid for project, you know, I mean, you know, you don't necessarily want to say everything. You know, like, sorry, I just looked down and see somebody was like, could Aeronautics say run on a TI-84 graphing calculator? And it's like, But, sorry, what was I going to say? Yeah, no, so it's like, I mean, you know, even, you know, because, like, there are certain things that, you know, like, Star Citizen on the progress tracker has unannounced content. And, like, there is a reason for that, because, yes, somebody's working on something, but there's no guarantee that it's actually going to make it into the game. There might be some really, you know, it might, and just because it doesn't make it in, it doesn't mean it was wasted. Maybe it was something like the Argo UFO thing, where it's like, well, it didn't really help, but it also did, help solidify some of, Argo design, and again, that was work that somebody did that didn't actually go directly into game, but did help inform future things. And also, well, so that's the hope. Or that's the, so yeah, there are reasons to not say literally everything you're doing, especially with a mod, like I can imagine that there are a lot of things that are still up in the air. Yeah, up in the air, aeronautics. Sorry. But there's a lot of things that are still up in the air and undecided, I'm sure. Like they mentioned, and they did actually mention, like, like, are beds going to work on airships? That's, I mean, that, in my mind, that's a yes, that absolutely should happen, but I understand why, theoretically, maybe it, that could be a point of contention. It'd be nice if it was a config. That would be really good. I did actually, I can't remember what their name is, but I think Cerillum. Also, just random, slightly off topic, I guess. But yeah, I found Cerillum, who has a bunch of mods, very like small, very focused mods, that have a bunch of configs, and like I downloaded, and I don't know, this is maybe the most controversial mod I've added, but passive Enderman, where you can, like, do they teleport? Do they attack you when you look at them? And do they like move blocks? And you can set all of those things by default. They're all set to they won't do those things, but you can set all of them, so they do those. So they do any or all of those things, which I think is really nice. And is probably going to help me ease my worries about Enderman, or my fear of Enderman. I don't know. But yeah. But yeah, no, I'm super excited still, though, for that mod. I still don't necessarily know. Well, I don't know. There's definitely there's a lot to there's a lot I still don't know, and I don't have any idea of time frame. And I am still a little worried that they are going to make a 1.19 version as their initial release and not a 1.18 version, and all of my worrying about going to 1.18 is going to be for naught. And I'm going to be really annoyed when I have to wait like another 6 months for for a bunch of mods to update to 1.19 instead of 1.18, and I'm going to be like, oh god. But yeah, that's the that's where that is. I'm just kind of surprised I hadn't made an entire video out of that. I feel like I've been saying that a lot. I'm sorry. Yeah.